Everything changed when I started asking one question. Who is? Most people are not talking to this person. They're talking to sales reps, sales agents, export managers, trading companies, sourcing agents. So you negotiate, but nothing really moves. You ask for flexibility, but nothing really changes. The pattern I discovered was the real leverage that drives everything forward is when you build a relationship with. Welcome everyone. My name is Dwayne Scott. I've spent the last 13 years sourcing products from China for one of the largest music festivals in the Caribbean. And on this channel, I break down the mindset, strategies, and shifts for you to select a capable factory and develop systems to turn your supplier into an operational asset that protects your business and your brand over the long term. Let me ask you something. Do you blindly trust an agent, a trading company, or even a factory based on price alone? Because what looks like a good deal up front can quietly become your biggest liability later on. What I discovered was that sourcing isn't about finding a supplier. It's about building a relationship with a capable supplier to strengthen the supply chain for years to come. Long-term thinking, right? I started to understand how business in China is really done. And that's when my mind clicked. That's when everything changed. Not because I found better suppliers, but because I started asking a different question. I realized something simple but very powerful. Sourcing is not a transaction game. It's a relationship game, but not just any relationship. And once I understood this, sourcing became a lot simpler. Not easier, but clearer. Everything changed when I started asking one question. Who is the Lao Ban? In Chinese, the Lao Ban is the big boss, the decision maker, the one who owns the factory, the one with real authority, the one you sit down with, drink Chinese tea, or go out for dinner, and sometimes karaoke, singing Celine Dion and Titanic. Most people are not talking to this person. They're talking to sales reps, sales agents, export managers, trading companies, sourcing agents. These are a good start, but these are people who can't make real factory decisions. So you negotiate, but nothing really moves. You ask for flexibility, but nothing really changes. You hit problems, production problems, and everything slows down. The pattern I discovered was the real leverage that drives everything forward is when you build a relationship with the Lao Ban. Everything shifts. In China, they call this guanxi. It's real relationship capital, the invisible glue that holds everything together. And it compounds, slow at first, with order number one, small trust, but then a repeat order, more trust, and over time you are building alignment and growing together. It becomes an asset multiplier. You will get better pricing, more flexibility, faster problem solving, priority treatment, higher quality control. I mean, these are the key ingredients, right? But most importantly, for a business and a brand, it becomes an insurance policy. Because when things go wrong, and they will always go wrong, a factory owner with strong guanxi will step in and solve problems faster and protect your delivery time. Now, let me make it clear, this is not about shortcuts. I'm not talking about corruption or bribery or slipping something under the table. This is about trust built the right way over a period of time, mutual respect. So, what did I do? I built a system around this because without a system, I was just guessing. And guessing in supply chains is expensive if you make the wrong mistake. So I call it the MAP framework. What's my mindset? How am I going to approach this? And am I going to progress or make a pivot? Your mindset starts with your intention because your intention determines the supplier you choose. Do you want the cheapest price or do you want a reliable partner that you can grow with? Do you want a fair company at a great price? Or do you want a great company at a fair price. You decide, it's your choice. And most people don't realize this one decision will determine everything that comes next, right? So the approach I use is a simple one. It's just a 7-step funneling system to filter factories and validate their capabilities. I call it the Lao Ban protocol. So before we place an order, we know who we're working with. And at this stage, you are always evaluating. Do we move forward or pivot early? Either you're building alignment and growing together, or you move on quickly to a better fit. Onward and upward. This is the mental shift where everything pays off, because now you're not just placing orders, you're building something deeper. You're planting seeds, and over time, those seeds grow into roots. And once those roots are strong, your business stops reacting and starts operating with more control, right? Those roots become a stable, reliable partnership. Remember, business is unpredictable. Global conflicts, energy crises, does that sound familiar? Pandemics, supply chain disruptions. What about a drought in the Panama Canal? Yeah, a drought. Shipping delays, you name it. But weak relationships will break, strong ones hold. And after 13 years, my philosophy is simple. Number 1, find a capable factory that aligns with you. Number 2, work together towards a fair price. Number 3, build a relationship with the Lao Ban. And over time, that factory becomes an asset. Because once you build that, it's no longer just a supplier. It's leverage, protection, it's stability. It's an asset that you have developed. And in a sense, you own that asset. Now, it will pay dividends for you later on. And if you want to learn how to actually apply this, I'm gonna break this down. My full 7-step factory funnel and the Lao Ban protocol in the next video. So you can stop guessing and start building real supplier leverage. Now, if this video helped, how about subscribing to the Lao Ban channel, and I'll walk you through it step by step.